Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and start off the recording. Olaram, Balajate Vatur Narvore. Welcome to our podcast. I'm sorry that this has taken a while to get back up and running. Had some stuff going on in the personal life that just kept me from being able to do this. So far.
Holidays.
Yeah, and the holidays. Holidays fell on Sunday, so just didn't feel right doing this and trying to force people to be here. I'm not going to say force people to be here. We can't do that. But at the same time, it's like, let's try to work some stuff out and get people celebrating where they need to be and all that good stuff.
Let people spend time with their families.
Yeah.
Reconnect.
All that good
We're
stuff.
never supposed to alienate ourselves.
Not supposed to isolate, not alienate. We do not isolate.
Isolate, yeah. Sorry, wrong word.
Yes, we do not alienate anyone either. Alright, so...
Unless it's you.
Yeah, unless it's me, yeah, I know. So, thanks to Julia Wolf in the Discord group, we now have our tenants translated into Mandoa. So, for our consideration, we have standing by armed, which I'm assuming is supposed to be staying armed, is Ni Pare Ruravik. Standing by armored, Ni Pare Besquedars. Never start violence, Drar Setir Hurkad. Defend the lacking defense. Yeah, she probably translated into these Mandoa and then translated back to English, or maybe she just couldn't find words in Mandoa for this, which I know is a bit of an issue I've been having. So we get the closest translation we can get. So, defend those who cannot defend themselves turned into defend the lacking defense. Ara novor te ures aranar. Weapons and armor are holy. Bespetresh bal beskargam koyi hoyup havish. Train your body and mind. Hibi bor gar barur bal mirda. Judge others only by their actions. Gishir hashish shide val narish. Be self-sustaining, which is actually part of our topic today. We're going to be doing on and off-grid farming in rural and urban areas. So, be self-sustaining is Kuyinist, Ven Kuyinir. Keep resources for foundlings. Keep extra, give extra. Telir Oya Galani Par Maraish Are. Stay loyal. Koyi Olir Kuralish. Share the way to others who will listen. Let's see. Getting an update on the messenger group. Let's see. He will not be able to make it this week. Only need to plan ahead for it. So he made an update on the main page and addressed it in his first sermon. So that's going to be on that YouTube link that we got in the Discord and the Facebook group. Pardon for the sniffles. Gotta love that early morning drainage. Alright, so share the way with others who will listen. Medininuir, Ibikrunir, At Ashi, Adu Her, Sushir. And most important of all, do not isolate yourself. Narir Dra Solir Garni. I gotta say, my Mandoa pronunciations have gotten so good just by doing these lessons that...
Yeah, you have been getting better.
Just by putting the pronunciations with everything, that I can just look at the word now and say, it's like, okay, I know how these are, or like the IR is ear, and the YC is ish, Kuralish, for loyal. That's actually kind of fun. So, let's get into our topic today of off-grid farming for rural and urban areas. So, this can include anything from hanging gardens at your apartment, collecting rainwater through any system you can to be able to water your stuff. This will actually help for just any kind of off-grid living as well. Because I know in the last couple weeks, right before Christmas, we had really, really bad ice and snowstorms throughout the country. Continental U.S., that is, because I know we've got some listeners from overseas. And it reached here in Memphis down to a chilling 1 degree Fahrenheit. So for those of you who use the non-freedom measurements, that got down to negative 31 degrees Celsius for you. Yeah, it got really cold. I think it got down to negative 16 Fahrenheit in several of our northern states. But at the same time, that goes into... How cold?
12 at one point.
You said negative 12? Or positive 12?
Negative.
Do what?
Negative.
Ooh, yikes. Yeah, I know with the wind chill, it felt like negative 16 for us, but it never got below 0. It actually either got to 0 or just stayed at 1. I don't remember which. But yeah, it got really cold here in Memphis. So bad, in fact, that we had a boil notice for almost a straight week. We had rolling blackouts several days in a row. Couldn't use anything higher electricity usage than our fridge. Due to the boil notice, laundry wasn't really an option. Luckily, the parents live in a city further south that didn't have one, so I was able to head down there to do laundry on Christmas Day. Speaking of which, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody. I know it's a wee bit late, but for those of you listening,
translations for those?
I don't just yet. Let's see what I can make on that. Pull up my Oh, I don't know if you saw, but I got my reload started and almost finished on my shotgun shells.
What?
I started reloading shotgun shells, 12 gauge.
Self-reload.
Self-reload, yes. Alright, so we actually have a in-depth translation. I don't have to go in-depth and translate more, because we actually have all of these words, apparently. Brikase Ivarla Simir, which is Happy New Year. So I'm going to copy-paste these into Mandor Mandoa. I'll get the pronunciations added into them shortly. Okay, now, because we're not into the whole Christian holidays and everything, we do not have anything for Merry Christmas. So let's go in.
Happy holidays.
Let's see what I got for that. Brikase holidays, so we don't even have one for holiday.
Hey, correction. What about Life Day? Because technically, Christmas is Life Day.
Let me see what I can do to actually bring it to Terra. because we celebrate Christmas, Life Day is something that is still considered the canon and legends holidays,
Well,
the in-universe holiday.
what? No, actually,
Actually,
that's not true because it is in a movie, and Disney did say anything in movies is canon.
okay, Lego movies.
That came out after Disney took over.
Oh,
So
okay, yeah,
that's
you're
canon.
thinking of the holiday special. Ugh. We'll leave that one up in the air for the Allure to decide.
According to Disney, it's canon.
Okay, so we do have a word for holiday. It is weekend, holiday, or day off, which is rekir. So, brikase rekir would be happy holiday, and to make it holidays, I believe you add the YC. Plurals are page 9. I'll scroll down to 9 then. Oh, that would be suffix, right?
Yes. I'm not sure about English language, dude.
If it goes after the word, it's suffix. If it goes before the word, it's prefix. Okay. So it looks like adding the E onto the end, because Mirsch is a brain cell. Your brain will be multiple brain cells. So Mirshe is brain, or a gathering of brain cells. Which, Solus Moshe, you're one brain. Oh, okay. No, I need to finish this one first, and then I'll do the fun one.
Wait, what? Fun one.
Yeah, I just thought about one that me and you would know about. Let's see where. Okay.
Yeah, now I'm intrigued.
Okay, so it's not actually showing me the suffix prefix that I'm looking for. I mean, it says plurals are added by forming this after the consonant or that after a vowel to the end of the noun, but it doesn't show me what the English letter is of it. It just shows the Mandor script. I got an idea. Excuse me. Where is it? Let's try the link that Cradverd sent on the So let's see if I can find this nice little emblem right here. Where is it? Oh, that's an L. We're not going to be adding no L to make it plural. I love how it gives us this, but it doesn't actually give us the English version of it. Okay, so apparently it's a Q. Let's see what these two are. SQ. Okay, so it is say. I didn't even think about copy pasting the Mandor script into my find protocol, because it will copy from Mandor into English because the PDF doesn't recognize Mandor script, but it would recognize it as the English version.
Yep. Gavel. Mom's making breakfast.
Ooh, what's she making? She making waffles?
Bacon and eggs.
Ooh, I don't have any eggs. I might have some bacon if the roommates left some. I invited a old coworker in from the cold, and he's helping pay the rent now. So I has roommates.
If you're in Oklahoma, I would.
Do what?
If you're in Oklahoma, I would.
What? Help pay the rent?
Yeah.
I don't have an extra bedroom now. I got the couch. Okay, so we're... Crap. I forgot what the... Come on. There we go. Go ahead and copy this. Fun thing is, people are getting to see how I'm doing this because I'm doing it on the monitor that OBS is recording on. Okay, so Brikase Rakirse is going to be Happy Holidays. Now let's go ahead and get the fun one that I was going to do. Oh, we have no word for smooth.
What's the fun one?
Smooth brain.
Another good word would be blueberry.
Yeah, but I like the smooth brain insult. We have no word for smooth. So what else can I use? Flat and level. Kajil.
Second word.
Middershay.
Shay.
Yeah.
I love it.
Hey, puppy. How you doing? What you whining about? I bet you I need to take you outside, don't I? You're gonna have to wait, puppy. Alright. Let's get into today's topic. Off-grid farming. So, Google defines off-grid farming as living off-grids means that you are not connected to city water. You should make sure your off-grid farm has access to water you need for your home usage as well as for growing food and raising animals. So, how much land do you need? The general consensus is that you need at least 5 acres of land per person to be self-sufficient. So if it's just yourself, just 1 acre, I guess, would be sufficient. But again, you're going to have your stand to, or your house, or your farm that you're going to need to have. So 5 acres, probably quite a bit. But at the same time, if you're living in an apartment, you don't have access to 5 acres to be able to do this. Let's see. How much water do you need to live off the grid? So they recommend a minimum of 400 gallons of water storage for a typical off-grid home, with 1,000 gallons or more, even better. So another aspect of this flexibility is that a cistern lets you move water slowly over a long period of time, so the pumping equipment requirements can be far less expensive. And that's coming from Countryside Magazine. Is living off the grid hard? It can be. Excuse me.
Time.
Do what?
You don't expect to have internet all the time.
True. I don't expect to have TV and cable too. But there's probably a reason you're wanting to live off grid anyways.
If you're living off the grid, I'm pretty sure you have better things to do than waste time on it.
True. So if you're living off, or if you're trying to be self-sufficient in an apartment, a hanging garden, or let's see, what have I got? Ah, that was my mead kit. Yes, this kit is very fun to have. So just looking at some gardening stuff that you can use. You've got this nice little thing that's playing on the screen. It's a green mount raised garden bed planter with a trellis for any kind of climbing vegetables. So you plant it, put the trellis in it, and it'll start climbing its way up that instead of your wall. If you don't want to be bending over, they've got raised garden beds. They've got tiered garden beds. You've got the hanging planters that you can customize around and move around. They've even got a standing 4-foot raised garden bed that's got 4 planters. Give you a little bit of variety. And okay, they've got a kitty's garden edible grass planter. Nice. That give your cat something to eat. Get them this kitty garden.
Catnip, man.
Yeah. It's addicting.
Cat's weed.
Yep. Oh, or pages. There we go. Then if you're actually on an off-grid house or something, you've got the garden troughs that you can use in case you don't have any good soil around you. You can get one of these, get soil and Miracle Grow or some kind of soil additive to get some better stock.
Or if you have a farm, manure.
Yeah. Or if you have one close enough, go get some cow shit.
That too.
I mean, that is manure. Manure is shit. Go get you some shit.
It's great fertilizer.
It really does. Oh, you be quiet
Natural
over there.
fertilizer, actually.
I don't know if it would be a good idea to use your own, though.
No.
I think there's a process to go through there first. I'm trying to remember what that's called now. Crap.
Fermenting?
No, not fermenting. It's composting.
Yeah, that's the word.
Take all your food trash and you can compost it. Dead leaves, dead plants. Add them into there. You'll be able to make really, really good soil to plant in by doing that. Make your own Miracle Grow. Ooh, what is this? I like this. It's a custom trough system where you can make it as wide or square or circlish as you desire. Or as tall, apparently. I mean, it's a 10-in-1 modular raised garden bed kit. $250. Interesting. 303 pages of this stuff on Amazon. It's amazing. They've got everything, including the kitchen sink in here. Including a hydroponic indoor system with a built-in fan. And a terrarium. Okay. Fun stuff. Yeah, so growing your own food is definitely a step in becoming self-sufficient. Collecting rainwater through any kind of gathering system is going to be another good and helpful step of keeping that garden alive and yourself. See how long we've been going? Half hour so far. Let's see, we've gotten some language done. Oh, I forgot. Julia did update the languages. So instead of standing by armed and standing by armored, she found a translation for wear weapons and wear armor. So wear weapons will be kute best betresh, and wear armor kute best gargam.
Did you just happen to find this translation while we were talking?
No, she used the Kun Joha for most of this. But no, it's just me and you in the voice channel at the moment. Why, do you think she was around lurking or something?
Possible. People have done that before.
I know. I've usually got Discord open so I can see who joins and leaves. That way I know who's here and we can talk to them. But I think that's going to be it for today. Start back in slow. Let me get back into the podcast page and I'll figure out what we want to do for next week. Alright, so next week is going to be a continuation of the farming for rural and urban environments by expanding it to how to find and purify of water. Week after that is going to be hunting, trapping, and fishing for survival. Following week after that, so in 2 weeks, fire and field crafts, bushcraft camping and survival in less than ideal situations. And after that, I'll have to figure out what we want to talk about, because that's the end of the scheduling that myself and Grant came up with. So until next time, Vode, be good.